Cool, okay. So we're doing close guard. Who should I borrow? D, is that okay? Should I borrow you? So close guard. A recap from Thursday. The main one I taught for Thursday, which I think is very useful for everyone, beginner to black belt, is the push grip. And the rationale for that is that traditionally we always hold with the central grip here, and we hold here, and then we either stand up and we try and do the low base pass. The purpose of Laura is we're trying to open this. This is encapsulating us inside. It's very annoying, I don't like it, and he controls me. As we saw with that drill, you can see how much control they have, right? This stops an element of this post here, but it's very central. It's only one step away from doing this, which is what he wants. Okay, so a lot of the battle here when you do this kind of posture is he grips and he's trying to grip fight and also trying to control my collar, and then we have this kind of battle. Very, very common. Some people are very good at doing what I'm doing and it's very hard to ungrip. Some people are very good at doing what he's good. When you are more equal, okay, and you'll see a version of the guard pass where we do this is much harder to get rid of. Try and get rid of these grips, it's quite hard, and then I'm given time to break open the guard from here. All right, we're not doing that one today. We're going to practice the reverse grip of doom, which is the reverse grip. Thumbs down, guys, fingers in, and we're here. And you can just hold it here if you want. All right, it's very hard to get rid of these grips because I'm strong. I'm very sort of square on if you try and get rid of these grips. And as he tries to do that, you come up, your head over his head, your hips elevated here. And we're pushing in. Now I'll take it off slightly, but you get the idea. This goes to the ground, if you can. This pulls up. All right, now, when you do this, the tendency is, obviously you don't want to be here, you bend, where would your head naturally go to? You try and twist in a way that he tries to twist out of it, which loosens this one, and you have the option on this side. Okay, and at some point, he doesn't like it, and you keep going over, and if you keep the guard closed, we're up to around about this level. You see, eye to eye. My head is down, that's fine. I'm not unbalanced because I have this. And this is pressuring so much that you could even get a tap from it. There's a video posted on the group chat of a black belt fight where they did get a tap because he remained solid here. There is a way to defend this, I'll show maybe if you have time this one. But the idea is to thrust choke into here in such a way. Look at his hips. If you let go of the close guard, and I want Dean's hips to be, okay, you can see what's happening to his neck? This is called stacking. There are a lot of techniques which involve stacking the person, and it's very unpleasant to have your neck like this. So that's the end. So our first drill is we're practicing this. Don't do it from here, guys. This doesn't do anything. We'll just laugh at you. Okay? Here, yeah, in the evil way. Look, think about what you're doing to his hips. Right here. Here. He curves his body and you go the other way. Okay, and you keep going until he gives up. He either taps or more likely he'll give up the closed guard. Alright? You know this one, right? You see this? Okay, 1, 2, 3, let's go. I could borrow my favourite key again. So this thing, as soon as most experienced people will know that as soon as you're doing, you'll go straight in for the kill. Okay, I'm going to launch up and do it. And because he's aware that it's very hard to ungrip this, he will straighten his spine, lift his hips up, and use his lower torso to extend and push me away. Yeah. So now I can't do it. That shouldn't stop you from stacking. What you can do, obviously, is still try and stack. But look at his neck. Horrible. Now I change my grip. I want to get his head. Okay? Although you might think I'm closer to him, he's closer to me, and he's not strangling me, this is still annoying for him, right? And how long can you hold this? It's not very long. So eventually he'll lose the tension and still hold me in close guard. And I've got this, is what I want. All right? So I've got the head, underhook control, which is not too dissimilar. So remember when you pulled guard and he immediately tried to get head control and bring me down? Now, actually I've got what I want. And so we go to the other technique we practiced on Thursday. A little bit higher up. Yeah. Stack him again. Remember, don't think about you going up, is you're bringing his hips up with you. And notice I'm turning my body slightly. But I'm leaving his hips there. Look, I'm walking around. See? Now I take the hand out of his head, bring it under his shoulder, push his head back. And I'm putting my head on the ground here. You okay?
Yeah. Just about.
You can open the guard if you want. If you don't have to keep it stubborn, that's what's causing him the pain. He's keeping his guard closed. I can take as long as I want. I'm in no danger of being swept, armbarred, triangles. So, you know, the fact that he's in pain under there is like, great, I'm here as long as I want. And so don't rush this technique.
Yes.
You want to see this?
Yes, please.
Yes, okay.
Someone stiff like Mark.
I think for me, I was doing this wrong before, in that I was always just stacking this. But the addition of walking myself around, using my hips to push against my knee to push against his hip, is a good difference. Okay. So I brought him up here, and with a good close guard. That's okay. Up. Notice what I'm doing with this leg now, my right leg. Here. Right? Now it's time to take my arm away from under his head, bring it around, put his head back, cut underneath his shoulder, put my head on the ground. Let's open his leg.
Yeah, not yet.
Not yet. We got there. Okay?
Yeah.
Master's going to say, please, everyone get this. I want to demonstrate it. It's horrible. I'm 9 stone.
I'm not.
And I wouldn't choose this to do this on a taller person because it's more reach. But it doesn't matter if the person is maybe heavier, stronger, bigger, as long as they're not too tall, I can do this technique as a small person. So it's useful to know. Yes?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, let's go. Yeah, sorry, Dean again.
I'll be wanting to see this one again, Mark.
Right, I will mix it up so you can see. So, all this, right? I'm doing all this, etc. Walking around. Sometimes you don't get anywhere. You're just kind of static here. And certainly when I spar a lot with Jason and Gosha, they're so used to me doing this, they resist this, and I find that I'm not getting the finish. So what you can do is the triangle bait. First step is that you've got to protect your inside arm. Bring the normal grip and bring it here. Okay, so just like a regular collar grip, like you do in standard. Second hand, by the way, he's still stacked. Okay, he's still up here. Should I cover, just in case, just so you know, we'll drill this. If he grabs my ankles and does the double ankle throw, you just squat down. You can't do. Assuming that's not going to happen. You're going to bait. If you manage to open his guard this way, fantastic. But generally they don't. They'll go straight for the triangle. Bang. No triangles happening. Sink the legs in, lock it up, pull my head down. Okay, because this here jammed into his armpit. He realized that, he tries to drag the arm over, nothing's happening. I'm also locking up my knee and elbow here. So what you do is the bait happens when you do this. He underhooks, because normally he would finish from here, finish the triangle. Yeah, that's how you finish, right? By underhooking, curving round. Okay, so reverse back a little bit. So I'm here, not giving him this arm. He reaches around, that's the one. This hand now comes into play. Feed this one over here, stack. Okay, you can't see, but my right leg is jammed underneath his spine, propping him there, so he can't actually escape. It's not over. Stay here where you can.
Yes.
I'm looking up to the ceiling, letting my arm out, grabbing his pants, tipping him, and you've got the full submission. If it doesn't choke from there, we're finishing inside.
Nice, beautiful technique.
So once more with you, and then you can see it, okay? So we're doing the push choke thing. Nothing's happening, change to here, jam under the armpit, protect the arm. This is a bait, but sometimes you can open here, but this is a bait. Thinks, yay, triangle, bang, protect. Okay, don't do anything until he goes for the underhook. Once he does, that means his arm's occupied. Now this arm comes into play. Feed the lapel over. Start stacking. Don't pull this arm out until you're ready. Until your shoulder is free. Now my shoulder squeeze, I pull out, lift up under his knee pads. It's horrible, isn't it? Yes. Pulse. You see that?
Just once, please.
I'll use knee high actually. Marcel's got, got that look in his eyes. Okay, so blah de blah de blah. Nothing's happening. Change grip to under the armpit here. Punch that underneath here. So basically what I'm trying to do is avoid my arm going from here to here. Because that's how you finish triangle, right? The arm is here. So you're protecting out here. Keep your posture because he'll want to pull your head down. Yeah, here. It's not too hard to do. Reach behind. Aha, triangle comes. Bang, lock up the triangle. Keep that posture. Step forward. He underhooks because that guarantee is going to happen. Feed the lapel to that side. Start trying to choke. You may not get the choke. What you can do is you continue looking up. You know that yoga pose where you do that? You're trying to do that with your hand. Grab underneath the pant leg. Lift. And, oh wow, look. Top crucifix. Weird, but there you go. Very technical. I'll also show you while you're watching. You can do this just from here. Triangle, bang. Underhook, bang, straight. It can be that fast in competitive scenario. A lot of steps there, but the stacking itself should be the most important. Okay, 1, 2, 3, let's go.